Welcome back to the Sunday Dinner Chef. I like this logo. This goes out to Yes I Can Barbecue. Simon, thank you so much for the new design. Appreciate it. This one's for you, buddy. Welcome back to the Sunday Dinner Chef. Well, today we're going to be making some wonton soup. I have some Oriental style noodles I'm going to be using. Also, I have some garlic here that I bought already cleaned up. That was a good price. Okay, we go to the Philippine market and get that. I have roasted peppers here that I'm going to roast, I should say. Also some shiitake mushrooms that we got. And here's the sale of the day. I have some nice pork belly, okay, that I'm going to be making alongside of my wonton soup. Okay, I'm going to add a little olive oil into my little pan here for my peppers that I'm going to roast. Just look at these. I mean, these are gorgeous. Look how big they are. Okay, they're barely going to fit into the pan, I think. Okay. There's 4 of them. Ah, you know what? We're going to have trouble here. Huh. They'll fit. Made them fit. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on the peppers themselves. I'm going to add a little garlic to it. Like I said, I got these already peeled fresh garlic, real good price. I'm going to cut them up. I have the oven at 400 degrees, not 450, 400 degrees, and we're going to roast these off. Now this is for a future use that we're going to be making with the roasted red peppers. I like to make sauce out of this. Okay, it's my new go-to. Sometimes you get really bored with making, tomato sauce, or whatever. I even have one coming up to show everybody of me making eggplant sauce with eggplant. I just did a video with that. Okay, so I'm going to be placing some of these garlics in here. Let them go with that, and put a little bit more Tommy spice on them. Now these are going to blister. I want to cook them fully, and the skin will come out, all the seeds will come out of it, and they're delicious, absolutely delicious. I'm going to be preparing everything that we're going to be using. We're just going to cut these green onions up, kind of small, to go into our soup. Just some days you just feel like having different types of soups, and I mean, I really like Oriental style soups, whether it be egg drop or wonton. Now, I'm not making any wontons. I'm just going to be using these Oriental noodles that I have here. And I'm going to make some pork. I'm going to do this pork belly up in it. A little chicken stock. Okay. And yeah, we're going to put this together, and it's going to be a nice afternoon. Chop up some garlic. These are much nicer than the ones that I've been buying, I'll tell you. Really very disappointed in some of the produce I've been getting lately. And that's why you have to go to these specialty stores. Or just our general Kroger, whoever, the produce is just horrible. Now this stuff is coming from Seafood City, and I mean, it's really... What a difference. Okay. Now, into the mix, I have some shiitake mushrooms. Now, for this one pack here, I mean, it's 1 ounce, but they're freeze-dried, okay? Or they're actually dried. Look at these. You can't go wrong. $1.99. Can't go wrong with them. So I'm going to put them in some water. Now we're going to let them hydrate. Even though they're going to go in the soup, I want to hydrate them first. I'm going to cut them up a little smaller. And this is all you have to do. I mean, at least about 20 minutes to get the woodiness out of them. And I tell you what, these are packed with flavor. Unbelievable. Okay, I got some nice pork belly here. I mean, this is really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these in half, and I'm going to take this skin off it here, because this will cook up. Sometimes you can break your teeth with it. Very, very hard. So I'm just going to cut these up first, and then I'm going to take off the skin to that effect. And I'm going to cook these whole, and then what I'll do is I will be adding that in to the soup. Okay, so I'm just stacking these up here, and like I said, taking that heavy skin off. I mean, it's even hard sometimes to get through the knife through there. So, this one still on. Now, normally when they make, this type of soup, I'm going to be doing it with chicken broth. And like I said, I don't have wonton noodles per se, but these Oriental style noodles will work just fine. Just gives you that sense of a different type of, a different taste. Like I said, it's tough. Alright. Alrighty, into the pan, I'm going to be adding in these strips of pork belly. Now this is uncured bacon, okay? But I'm gonna render that fat out of it a little bit. Keep them pieces of beautiful looking pork right there. I'll tell you what, these are really nice. I'm just going to put them in here. Now I certainly don't want these to burn, and the whole idea with them is right now is to just render down the fat, get a little color to them, okay, and then they're going to go back into the other pot with and I'm going to make the soup in. Now, I'll let them cook out. I'm going to lower the heat, medium low, and just let them cook out. Okay, now into this pot, add a little bit of olive oil in, and I'm going to add in the garlic. I'm just going to let that go a little bit. Put this over here. Now, not to burn it, just want it to bloom. Basically what I want. As you can see, pork belly is cooking up very nice. Now, before this goes to burning, I have chicken stock. Okay, this is going to be the base. And it's going to be the base for our soup. Stir that around a little bit here. Okay, now we got the mushrooms that are hydrated. I cut them up a little bit here with a scissor, just like this here. Okay, some of them are kind of big. I mean, you can leave them alone. This is your preference, whatever, however you want to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle them in. A little bit bigger ones on the bottom. Okay. Stir these around. goes here. Now, realistically, this is very simple to do. Okay, so while that's basically heating up, I'm going to be adding in a little bit more chicken stock. Okay, now people are saying, well, that's just chicken soup you're making. Well, basically, but I'm going to be adding some other stuff to it. So, little trick here. Put a hole in the box and it pours out. Alright. Now, we're going to let this, I'm going to stir this up a little bit and put a lid on it. I'm going to bring this up to a small boil, small roll, and then we're going to lower it down. Okay, this pork belly is crisping up really nice. I'm going to let this go nice and slow. The last two pieces went in. Okay, alright. Just going to let this go now. Got the cover on the soup itself. I'm going to just let that go. Okay, this is rendering out really nice. I mean, it's crisping up. Now, method to my madness. Alright, this fat that's in there, okay, I'm going to make that, I'll render that down a little bit more, and I'll keep this as pork tallow, pork fat. A lot of different recipes coming down the pike that I'll be using this in, okay, and I'll show you exactly what it is. Put it in a jar, put it in the refrigerator once it cools, okay. This comes in handy with a lot of different recipes, okay, and also you can use this for making some biscuits or whatever. Nice pork lard. Okay, this pork belly is just getting finished up. Okay, and also the soup right now is pretty much cooking away. Now, what I did was I took the noodles, made just a handful from the package because these are actually gonna grow on me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pour these in right now. Put these down on here like that. And we're gonna let these go. Lower the flame down a little bit just to a nice little simmer. Put the cover back on. And there we have it. Okay, that went a couple minutes, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in some soy sauce, and then just before we get ready to serve, I'm going to put a little bit of hoisin sauce into the soup. So I'm just going to add probably a little more than a tablespoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of soy to it, just to bring up that flavor. I'm going to give it a nice whirl around, get everything pretty well mixed in. And I'm also going to be putting in some green onion, just a handful. Rest we'll use for garnish. Just put that in there. And this thing is basically done. Okay, soup's coming along really nice. I'm going to add in the pork belly. I add a little hoisin to it. Good taste. Add a little bit more hoisin to the soup. Give this bad boy a stir. Let this go a couple more minutes, and we're ready to eat. Okay, all poured up. Little green onions in here for a little garnish. And this thing is screaming hot. Okay, I'll try a nice little extra crispy pork belly here. I decided not to cut it up smaller, I just wanted the whole thing. Look at that. Oh man. Give it a try. Oh man. This is so good. Try a little bit of the soup. I will leave you this easy recipe down below. This is so good on a cold day. Wow. Very simple. Simple ingredients. I'm telling you what, delicious. Very good. Well, I hope you give this a try because you know what? The pork belly in it was so crispy, but it also had a great texture to it and added a great flavor to the soup. Hey, listen, I want you to hit that like and subscribe button and check back next Sunday here again at the Sunday Dinner Chef. Thanks, everybody. Please stay safe.